Hey you guys, so here's a quick video of the couple of modifications I've done to this aquarium, and I find two of these modifications are a must for the Fluval Flex C aquarium. So let me get right into that and show you. One of the biggest ones is the basket, the Intank media basket. As you can see, there is the basket. Has 3 chambers. This could serve as a left and right basket. And just the instructions in the back. So the water flows over the top. Pretty straightforward instead of just coming into the sides of the aquarium. So usually with these, usually the water just goes in here and here, and they kind of like meet, which doesn't really work too well. It works, but not the way it should. You want your water to spill over the top. So what happens with this one, the water comes in here at the bottom as well, and the top. But the water comes in from the bottom and goes up and spills over into the top. Let me turn my light on here for you guys if I can. So as you can see, let me get this out of the way. So as you can see, the water spills in. I can get some dirt here. Comes from the bottom, also the top, and goes right through the sponge on top. Down from the top to the bottom. Then comes over to here. This side's dirty because I just done this modification. I just put this in. So what's coming in on this side is just through that sponge. There's nothing in that sponge at all. I'm just using it to filter for now until I buy another one. But I was thinking about buying something different for this side because this side here will be for plankton. So I'm going to have a red light on the back of the tank, and this will be for plankton. So I already have a container of the algae right there. That stuff will grow in this side and the back. So right here I'm going to have a skimmer that's going to be installed. And here is the other modification that I have. See if I can get this on. This is the other modification I have. So I do know from all the reading that I've done and on the forums and stuff, people's had issues with the, hang on a sec, tank getting extremely warm, and that's from putting, of course, your pump puts off your heat, and whatever you put in your water that's going to run is going to give off heat, so the aquarium basically gets warmer. So right now I have of course, a temperature gauge right there on the heater. It says 78, and this here says 80. So that's not correct. So I have to purchase one more thing. That'll be a temperature and heating control unit that was going to run this. I can't trust that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a temperature controller that will run the cooling, which will be these fans, and the heater. So anyways, you guys, I find that when you replace that inline filter cartridge or whatever, It allows your tank to cool down a little more, so it doesn't hold the heat so much in the back. And I also integrated these fans, which is another video back you can go watch, that will cool these off, this tank off. If this tank gets to 80 degrees, it'll cool it back off to 78. So my goal is to keep this tank at 78 degrees. So it fluctuates from between 77 and 78. That's my goal. And it seems to be really hard to do to keep this tank cool in the summertime when it's really warm out. This is when them fans come in handy. So the only time they kick in is when that tank hits 80. So that was the other modification I've done to this aquarium. Nothing too spectacular, but it works. And if you want to see the video on that, you can go back and watch that. So the filter seems to be working really well. I have no complaints about that. So it comes from the top and goes right into the sponge, and it comes from the bottom and also goes right on top of the sponge. So we'll see how fast that filters the tank. So thanks for watching, you guys. I just wanted to show you that other quick modification I've done. And the company is on Amazon if you want to buy. I also seen some other filters that were out there in the UK on Etsy, and they were priced pretty expensive. This was too as well, but you had to buy extra things for the other one. It came from Etsy. You had to buy the covers for the bottom intakes on both sides to make the water take in from the top. This one here made more sense. I want the water to come in from the top and the bottom, but go up the chamber and in. So I don't really want to choke my pump. And the other thing I did too was install the bigger pump in the back. It's an 800 gallon per hour pump, 3,000 liters per hour. So that was the other upgrade. Must have. So there you go, you guys. As you can see, there's my fish I added to the tank. This is 6 or 7 weeks later. I think it's 6 weeks. It took a month to cycle the tank. And I got some algae. It started growing. Not too bad. I got that green pad on top is a sulfate remover. So I'll keep it in there for a while. I have some floss coming, filter floss. That will be up there. So I'm going to run that for a little while just to get rid of some of the sulfate. When you feed with reef roids, it intends to increase your sulfate a little tiny bit. But they do love it. I wish you could see the color on these guys. They're doing really good. When I bought this, it only had 4 heads. Now there's an extra head that screw right here and another one right there. And you'll see on this side, on the bottom, there's a head growing there. So it's doing really well. And none of these are glued down, so kind of just waiting. I think the hammer is going to be moved up here. And this is going to be the hammer spot. I'm going to be buying different colored hammers. There's a red, I got the green, and then there's a green with purple, I think. And there's a bunch of hammers. I'm going to get a couple more hammers, and you know, I got a bunch more corals that's coming on. Hopefully I'll have them here before December, but got a great Christmas shopping going here, so these guys are probably hungry. So thanks for watching, you guys. I just wanted to show you that quick update of the intake basket and so far what we're doing and how it's working out. Tank's doing awesome. The water parameters is doing really good. I tested for everything. So, thank you. Have a good one.